Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Dr. Seuss's Merry Grinchmas is a cooperative board game based on the Dr. Seuss Grinch Christmas book. And what you're going to have in here is the Grinch moving around, stealing presents from little kids in the Whos. And you're going to be trying to meet the wishes of the Whos by also taking the presents and delivering them so the Grinch can't. And you want to deliver more presents than the Grinch. The Grinch is going to move with the spin and move, but don't let that scare you off. That's just a mechanism to move him around. It could have been dice, could have been anything. But it does kind of randomize his movements about what he's going to take. And you're going to have to really use decisions to, what do I want to take? Because you only use the stuff you take. Even though you're cooperative working with other people, they have their own batch of stuff they're trying to deliver. And each Who is going to want a particular combination of the presents that you're getting. And you want to make them happy. So you go for the big ticket items that are worth a lot of points, but it's going to take you longer. So the Grinch is going to be getting more points while you do that. Or do you go for the quicker points, but it's not going to score as high, and potentially the Grinch could outscore you. And that kind of rub of what you're going to do. It's a really fun family game. It's fantastic to see these actual legitimate board games based on properties and IPs that I like the Grinch. The amount of Christmas games that we're starting to be able to obtain is fantastic because these are legitimate games we can share with the family. So this is really fun. Watch the Grinch and then read the book and then play the game. And it really works this aspect. This was a fun game. Don't let the spin and move throw you off because what we're doing isn't spinning. It's just a mechanism to move the Grinch because of a little neat Grinch miniature. Fantastic. We really like this game. And it's cooperative and it's a really fun one. And you can play this with littlest of kids. I played with my 3-year-old and we had a blast. This is one to go out and get and play every Christmas season. Keeper for us. Here's Dr. Seuss Merry Grinchmas game. It's a little bit bigger of a box game for 5+ by Funko for 2 to 6 players. You're going to get a rule book, which we'll take a look at in a few minutes. And you're going to have a board. It says, tomorrow is Christmas. It's practically here. Then he growled with his Grinch fingers, nervously drumming. I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming. But it's got a little bit of artwork on it. The rest of it is just snow. But it's a nice little half board when you open it up. I've seen Funko do that before with other games. And I like it quite a bit. And you can just see kind of a track here of a board. You have some things here. Very, very colorful. I should point out the inside of the box has a really nice piece of art inside of it. I like that quite a bit also. But I just like the colorful nature of this. I know it's a kid's game. It looks like a roll and move, and it kind of is. But it's a really fun cooperative little game. You're going to get a Grinch miniature, which is really cool. You're going to get a small deck of cards. This is going to be the wish fulfillment of the Whos. So you can see like they're dreaming about what they want for Christmas, etc. And it's a small deck, but it's fairly nice. You're going to get a nice little red bag with some tiles in it. These tiles all have different... it does repeat sometimes with a present on one side and what they're hoping to get. But they do come in different colors and items and stuff. But these are nice and thick. Funko did a good job with this. This is just a fun little Christmas tree. You will use it to kind of end the game and have this. It's a nice little piece that didn't have to be there. The spinner does come pre-assembled. I didn't have to assemble this. It's really nice because it's this sleigh. And this thing spins really good. Excellent component-wise. Like, I've seen cheap knockoff mass market games. This is definitely not it. Great job, Funko. Here is the rule book. This is a little bit bigger game for the Funko kind of Christmas line they normally do. There is a learn how to play down here. I don't think you'll need it. You're going to open this up. You're going to have setup over here with the pictures and the object of the game. Excellent, excellent. On your turn, you just kind of, it's a cooperative game. Just walk through this the first turn, and you're ready to go. There is a way to play with 5 or 6 players. It does add some little bit more rules. How to score and the end of the game. Very easy. This is mass market. It doesn't say it's not fun. It's just the rule set is very simple, and it's easy to learn, and I don't think you'll have any problems. The game is very easy to play. It's a setup. You're going to put a present out on each one. The Grinch will start here on max. You will put an item, a present, on each house that's not being used by any of the players. So this is a 2-player game, orange and blue. You put a wish card up after shuffling this out, and you are ready to go. On your turn, you spin the spinner, 6, and you'll move the Grinch that many spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me explain the spots. If you land on his feet, nothing happens. If you land on A, he will take the A present and go up there. If he lands on this present, you just grab a random one from the bag, and that will go up to the mountains to be his presents that he's stealing. If you land on a house, you will steal one item from that. You can choose. Doesn't matter. And if you land on A, B, or C, you just take one of those. Now, if the Grinch ever has enough to fulfill one of the wishes, he will do so. it's very easy. So if you have, like, let's say he had 2 pinks, he would accomplish the 2 pink one. Doesn't matter what the items are on it for this particular card. And this would go in his scoring pile up here. Kind of hidden. You know, if you want to keep track of it, you can. But with kids, you're probably not going to. And this will go back in the bag. So anytime you can fulfill one, you can only fulfill one on your turn, whether it's Grinch or the players. He always takes whatever he has, but will score the most. So that's kind of how he would work. Then after the Grinch is gone, you are going to take one of these. Doesn't matter. You choose A, B, or C. And you will take one. And this will go into your personal. So let's say the blue player went, that would go up there. And then we would put another one out for the next player to go. The next player would then spin for the Grinch. The Grinch would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Grinch is going to take what's on B, which would be this. And then the player would choose. So you can now choose between A and C. Maybe the orange player takes C. And then a new 2 would come out. And you are ready to go. Once again, on your houses, if you ever have the requirement for one of these wishes, you can choose to take it or not. Now, what's going to happen here? This is town center. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once you guys score 8 cards, the game will end. You'll tally up the 8 cards that the players cooperatively scored. Compare it to whatever the Grinch scores. Whoever scores higher is the winner. The players score higher, they win. The Grinch scores higher, they win. Who should buy this game? Fans of Dr. Seuss, fans of the Grinch. If you're looking for a Christmas-themed game, you want a game where your family can work together to defeat the Grinch and deliver Christmas presents, fantastic. We like this one a lot. You can play it with the littler gamers. My 3-year-old, you know, he likes to do the spinner. We let him do that on his turn and kind of help him make decisions and stuff. But it works as everybody's working together, and I like that aspect of it. So this one, it was a definite winner for us, and an absolute keeper.